I'm the co-chair of the parade. I want to introduce my co-chairperson, Lois Gaston. Welcome. I just want to tell you, I'm incredibly excited to chair this parade this year, and incredibly excited for this day. We're going to have a great time. We have over 90 participants in the parade. We've got a cool day, unlike the last couple of years when it's been 103 degrees, so it's exciting. Can I ask, before we get started, for our hometown heroes, the people who are being recognized as hometown heroes, to stand, please. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys are the reasons that we're here. These are the people that have served the community so much for the last few years, and we're just so proud of you, and thank you very much for your service. Okay, we're going to try to stay on track today. We're going to try to keep everything on time. We've got a lot to do with the breakfast. I hope everybody's enjoying the food. Let's thank the Duarte Minutes Club for their service in putting this breakfast together. They've been here since like 4 o'clock in the morning and late last night as well. Thank you. Thank you, yes. And what I would like to do right now is I would like to invite out the City of Duarte Boy Scout Troop 185, who are going to present our colors. So, Boy Scout Troop 185, take it away.
Audience attention. Color guard, attention. Color guard, advance. Color guard, present the American colors. Please join me at the Pledge of Allegiance Scout Salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. 2.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have Tina Carey come and lead us in singing God Bless America. So, Tina Carey, please.
So please join me. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Color guard, return to ranks. Color guard, dispense audience at ease.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have one more hand for Boy Scout Troop 185. And one more round of applause for Tina Carey. And now I'd just like to invite you to my esteemed colleague, Lois Gaston. She's going to continue our program. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to introduce to you some of our elected officials who graciously came today to be here to honor our all of you sitting out here in the audience. So it's an honor for me to present to you our U.S. Congresswoman Grace Napolitano. My friend and our California State Senator Anthony Portantino. And representing our state, California State Assembly member Blanca Rubio is Veronica Lopez. Thank you. Zylo Parks Karachi could not be here today, but I want you to know that she's agonizing because she couldn't. So I'm going to just accept your thank you for her. Our Mayor Pro Tem of Duarte, Sam Kane. Councilmember John Fasana. I don't see Margaret in the room, but I do see Liz. Liz Riley. Is Tony Lewis here? But I know, well, guess what? We have a new council member, Brian Ruiz. Duarte's Fine Schools. Ken Bell, our Vice President. Board members, Cece Carroll. David Hall, Monrovia, Arcadia, Duarte County. And 100% participation, we have Joan Smith Clayton. Another member, Linda Sells. My buddy from our church, Terrence Williams. And let's all welcome the newest member to their team, Michael Wright. Mad Town Council. Now, Supervisor Barker is on her way. When she comes, we'll stop the program and introduce her. And if you see Tom or anybody else that I didn't include, did I miss anyone? I'm going by Bill's script. Thank you very much. Oh, you know what? I missed every summer crew in the world. Barbara takes my calls Monday, Tuesday, and on Sundays. From Citrus College, our board trustee, Barbara Dickerson. And from the Chief Station, kind enough to help us close all our streets and gardens today, Captain David Ford. Okay. Did I miss anyone? All right. Thank you very much.
So it's my honor to make some thank yous here. First of all, thank you all elected officials and representatives for being here, of course. You will notice your placemats actually list all our sponsors. And there's also a great spread in the upcoming Duarte View, thanking everyone who was supportive of this year's Route 66 parade, as well as a number of folks who have donated in kind. We would not be here or able to present this parade without them. We want to give special thanks to LA County 5th District Supervisor Kathy Varger, who gave money and will be here soon at the VIP breakfast and will ride the parade, as will Dr. Barbara Dickerson, one of our Citrus College trustees. We are grateful to them, the City of Hope, Sidner Collision Centers, Vertec Waste Industries, and Sierra Family of Dealerships, Vulcan Materials Company, the Old Spaghetti Factor, plus Emily and William Wallace, this year's cash sponsors. In the interest of time, please look at the list on your placemats or watch the PowerPoint on the screen for the list of their names. The Duarte Chamber of Commerce and all of our in-kind sponsors as well. A complete list is in the newest issue of the upcoming Duarte View and also available online. To the Duarte's Women's Club, the City of Duarte, Reina Diaz, and the Duarte Kiwanis Club, we want to thank you for breakfast. I'm going to tag team it back to Lois.
This year, we took a new turn. Our planning committee asked us to recognize people in this community who are our hometown heroes. We're so grateful to them for the services that they give and the reasons that they have been chosen. But we're also very, very pleased at all of the elected officials who also helped us to make them feel special. So there are a number of them, and you have a screen that you can go ahead and it will scroll, and you can see that you've been able to watch them already. But we've got a special day planned for you. I see Tony Lewis, our new city council member. Wave, Tony, so we all know what you're doing. And everybody while we're talking, you can do walking and go ahead and get seconds and get food. We have to overlap in order to be on the parade route by 10 o'clock. We're hoping that the FAA will clear the path for our plane to fly over at 10 o'clock. But, you know, you should have been here last year in case you haven't seen it. Or plan to come next year because we'll invite you back. The Old Spaghetti Factory, actually, Alan is here. Ashley, can you stand? Where are you, Ashley? Yeah. All of our hometown heroes have a $30 gift certificate thanks to them. And Lydia Carswell, Lydia, where are you? Yay! Lydia designed special gifts for you. Jackie Casey is outside. She didn't do the hometown heroes, but she did our community. Oh, there she is. Our community marshal. We just want you to know how special you really and truly are to us. So I'm going to ask John Hassan to come forward now and present, and he'll start it off, and then we'll follow the script and acknowledge each one of them individually.
Good morning, everyone. Our first honorees, and I don't think they are present, I'll acknowledge them at this point in time. Obviously, Ed and Helen Ferguson moved to Duarte in 1977 and were married for almost 70 years before Ed passed away this past April. Ed was a World War II veteran. He retired from Goodyear Tire Company, and he and Helen moved to Duarte in 1977. Ed served on the Duarte Unified School District Board of Education for 8 years and was very instrumental in the rebuilding of our school physical plants. He helped pass the bond back, I think it was around 1990. Actually, it was around 2000, that led to modernizing and constructing the school district's buildings and facilities. I don't recall because it happened after my daughter graduated, so it was about 2000, I think, is when we saw the work moving forward. But Helen has served as president of the Citrus College Foundation, as well as Ed, and her alma mater, Occidental Colleges Foundation. This philanthropic couple was a U.S. Presidential Points of Light recipient in 2001 that was instituted by a president who really knew service, George H.W. Bush. And they received their award from Laura Bush in a White House ceremony back in 2001. The Ferguson Education Fund continues to provide scholarships to Duarte students. All 4 generations of this family, including their daughter and my colleague on the City Council, Margaret Finley, support education. They attend our schools and work in and give back to the community, the state, and our nation. So I don't think Helen is here as of yet, but we do congratulate you, Helen, and we thank the Ferguson family for their service. Let's have a round of applause. Okay, and also I'd like to acknowledge Erlinda and Vicente Figueroa for their service to our community. For over 40 years, Mrs. Figueroa has headed the Ballet Folklorico Mestizo de Erlinda Figueroa, a visionary group. They are focused on cultural dance. 4 generations of this legendary family have provided Duarte with positive influence by supporting community events. Hundreds of students have benefited from the program that Erlinda founded. Several hundred, multiple generation Duarte students have participated and competed in various events wearing the elaborate costumes handmade or designed. Vicente Figueroa was one of Duarte's patriarchs. He worked at Santa Teresita Hospital for several years, but his longtime employment within the Duarte Unified School District as head custodian gave him the opportunity to influence many teens in a very positive way. Throughout the years, he supported and built on programs that were available at that time to help students. Had it not been for Mr. Figueroa, students' lives definitely could have taken a different turn. So we thank him. It is not uncommon for Vicente to be thanked by these former students when they see him who are successful adults today. They are indebted to him, we are indebted to him and Erlinda. So Mr. and Mrs. Figueroa have been involved in numerous leadership positions. We mentioned Ballet Folklorico, Immaculate Conception Church, and St. Vincent de Paul. This family moved to Duarte in 1969. That's 50 years ago. They have 7 children who are all active contributors to the Duarte community. I don't believe they are here today, but let's give them a round. Children and grandchildren. We're not done with Frank yet. Francisco Figueroa was one of the 7 children born to Vicente and Erlinda. At the age of 22, he was elected president of the Immaculate Conception Church's Young Adult Spanish Group. Under his leadership, the group assisted the Foothill Unity Center by distributing hundreds of holiday baskets with food. He was elected to the Duarte Board of Education in 1995, a position he held for nearly 18 years. Francisco was instrumental in leading the way on the passage of 2 bond measures that have benefited our students and continue to benefit them today by giving them competitive educational facilities that are state-of-the-art. We salute Vicente, Erlinda, and Francisco as our hometown heroes. Frank, congratulations.
If we could have Congressman Napolitano come to the stage, please.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you for the invitation to be here this morning. I'm a little weary-eyed. I just got in last night, and it's a little tough getting up early in the morning, but it was worth it. Thank you, Councilman John Posada and the Rochester 6 Parade Committee for asking me to be here and having me join in the festivities. Unfortunately, I won't be able to stay for the parade. I have a commitment to my 8-year-old great-grandson's birthday, and you know how important that is. It's wonderful to see my good friends, my sister Catherine Barker, and John Bernardino. It's wonderful to see them, and I'm glad that they're enjoying the festivities. I'm here to congratulate all the hometown heroes. We have certificates for you, and congratulations to the Grand Marshal, Mr. John Michael Higgins. But I take great pleasure in being here to recognize Daniel Iriyogan as the 2019 Hometown Hero. He is one of my 2019 Unsung Heroes and Volunteers of the Year, which took place early this year. The first time we've included men, and he was one of them. He is involved with the Duarte Unified School District as a parent, an avid high school band supporter, and the lead volunteer for Duarte's annual Route 66 parade. I've got to tell you, I've got 2 bills in Congress for Route 66. Keep it up. We need you to be able to get funding to make Route 66 better and help you clean up the route, do things that will help bring business to you. And we'll let you know about that later. Mr. Iriyogan, while a student, he participated in the DHS marching band, and after he graduated, until this day, he kept on supporting the group. His time is also shared with the Boy Scouts Troop 185. Works with the Scouts to reach the coveted Eagle Scout, you know how important that is, and teaches Scouts how to fulfill their motto, always prepare. 2 years ago, he became a founding member of the City of Duarte Public Safety Community Emergency Response Team, CERT. And what CERT is, huh? And the Duarte Ham Watch. He is a natural-born leader and loves his community. He exemplifies the motto of CERT, doing the greatest good for the greatest number of people in the shortest amount of time. For his dedication and service, my office honors him 2019 Unsung Hero, and I am pleased to recognize him as City of Duarte's Hometown Heroes. To him, I will give a certificate.
I apologize. Dan is also our parade starter.
Will you accept it for him?
And we've had a couple of other guests that just walked in. I wanted to acknowledge them. Councilman Margaret Finley. Where are you, Margaret? Helen Ferguson, hometown hero. Where are you, Helen? And Supervisor Barger, I know she came in. Where is she? Oh, there you are. You're right in front of me. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Congressman Napolitano. I would like to bring to the podium now Veronica Lopez, the representative for Blanca Rubio. Thank you.
Erica, would you please step forward?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Veronica Lopez. I'm here on behalf of Assemblywoman Blanca Rubio. First of all, thank you to the Duarte Women's Club for a wonderful breakfast, to the parade committee, wonderful beginning, and thank you for what promises to be a great day. So I'm here and I'm honored to be here and present Erica Sanchez for her championship, if you will. community, provided the community very, very well-deserved recognition. So again, thank you to everyone. So on behalf of Assemblywoman, sorry guys. So on behalf of California Assemblywoman Blanca Rubio, I am honored to recognize Erica Sanchez as one of Duarte's hometown heroes. 21-year-old Erica won the 2018 and 2019 Golden Gloves championships. And I might add, proudly representing the community of Duarte. She's the #1 ranked Golden Gloves fighter in the nation for her weight class, the national back-to-back amateur boxing champion, and renowned member of the Duarte Boxing Club. Erica started boxing at age 16 and has many boxing decisions and awards to her credit. She trains at the Duarte Teen Center. In 2018, in Omaha, Nebraska, she became the national champion for her weight class. Sadly, due to club's lack of funds, Erica traveled alone to compete. In 2019, again, without Marilyn Mays, recreation supervisor, head coach Victor Valenzuela, or her dad and personal trainer, Danny Sanchez. With her, Erica traveled to the National Golden Gloves competition in Chattanooga, Tennessee, alone. When she weighed in, she was slightly over her weight limit. She quickly said, get this, cut my hair. That split-second decision and her determination to succeed resulted in her being reweighed, qualifying to compete, and winning her next 2 bouts. She went on to become the National Golden Glove Lightweight Champion for the 2nd year in a row. Currently, Erica works for the city of Duarte as a recreational leader. She is truly a hometown hero that keeps Duarte in the national headlines year after year. Erica, on behalf of the California State Legislature, Assemblywoman Blanca Rubio, thank you for being an inspiration and a hometown hero to all. Congratulations on this well-deserved recognition.
Erica, how much? Six ounces, she says. Thank you, Erica Sanchez. I'd like to bring California Senator Anthony Portantino to the podium, please, for our next presentation. Give him a hand.
Everybody's so tall. Hey, let's make some noise, Duarte. Say good morning, everybody. It's not that early, right? And it's not raining. We're gonna have a great day today. So I'm just happy to be here to be part of this parade. Lois would not forgive me if I didn't come to this parade, and I'm afraid of Lois. So, I just do whatever she tells me. But she's gonna get mad at me because before I recognize our hometown hero, Margaret Finley in the back. Margaret, I just want to say God bless you and so sorry for the loss of your dad. And I want to let you know that the California State Senate adjourned in his memory, and we've entered his life into the California State Senate, and I have a memorial resolution for you and your family members. So I just want to say God bless. And if I could quickly present this. This is an official California State Senate memorial resolution for Ed Ferguson. And I'm not going to read all the whereases, but I just wanted to say the state of California appreciates your dad's life and legacy, and just God bless your whole family. So, sorry I had to do that. Margaret's a longtime friend, but God bless the family. And, it's times like these where communities come together to say thank you to those folks who help make these communities what they are, and certainly Ed was one of those folks. And now it's my honor to, what happens in a small town is you have founders, you have legacies, and then you have people that continue that legacy, and that's what we're here to recognize. And so, my good friend Levon, come on up. Let's give it up for Levon Yevpakarian. He's my Armenian brother, and if you don't know, in the Armenian community, I'm considered to be an honorary Armenian, right? Batfavor Hai. And Hai means Armenian, so Batfavor Hai means honorary Armenian. And I'm actually going to Armenia next week for the third time. And so I was honored that Lois asked me to recognize my good friend Levon, because our paths crossed not just in Duarte, but through the entire Los Angeles area, celebrating Armenian American, come over to this side, Armenian American issues. And Levon's work, and I know Supervisor Barger was just welcoming the Armenian Prime Minister was here last week as well. And for the Armenian community, that was a special day, because for generations Armenia has been under Soviet control, and people in this country have longed for that independent Armenia, and Levon has been part of that grassroots movement. So, as we say in Armenian, Shenor Umem, which means congratulations, and Kianka Lave means life is good in Armenian. So Levon has taught video production, filmmaking, and photography at Duarte High School since 1997. His students have earned numerous state and national awards. He has documented every Route 66 parade held in Duarte, and this is the very first parade he will not be filming, because he's going to be in it. So let's give a big round of applause for him. He has his students, he just said, but my students will be filming it. He's an avid soccer player, and in his younger days, he started coaching lower division soccer at the age of 17 while he was playing in the higher division level. He coached AYSO for several years, and he started the Duarte High School girls soccer team. Think about that. He started all the girls out there. Somebody had to start that team, and he started that team. Since 1995, he has served as the station manager for Duarte's public access station, DCTV. Levon is not only a Duarte hometown hero, but is a member of a family of historical importance. Crows of the Desert, A Hero's Journey Through the Armenian Genocide is a documentary based on his grandfather's memoirs, and I encourage all of you to see Crows of the Desert. This was the first genocide of the 20th century. And if you remember what Adolf Hitler said when he was planning the Holocaust, I don't know if you know the famous quote. When Adolf Hitler sat in a room with his generals and his implementers of the Holocaust, he said, after all, who remembers what happened to the Armenians? And he took the denial of the Armenian genocide as justification that he could get away with the Holocaust of 6 million Jews. And so that's why it's important we study that history, because that other historical quote, if we don't remember the past, we're doomed to repeat it. And that's why it's so central to have Levon tell his family story and share frankly, the murder of 1.5 million Armenians that happened starting in 1915. So his incredible true story is one of the brave struggles not only to stay alive, but to save his fellow Armenian survivors from extinction. So the Armenians in this country, all of their ancestors trace their lineage back to being either murdered or driven into the desert, into what's called the diaspora around the world. So we're proud to have you here in Duarte. We're proud that you get to tell your family story and live the life and legacy and share in this celebration. And I'm honored just to be able to say congratulations for being my friend, but also being a hometown hero for Duarte. So let's give it up for him.
I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I wish I was going with you to Armenia next week. Have fun.
Let's give Mr. Y another big hand. Can I get Steve Hernandez, Tommy Minamoto, and Betty Fisher to come up to the stage? And I would like to now introduce LA County Supervisor Catherine Barker.
Anthony. I always have to follow Anthony, who always starts with good morning. So let's all say good morning. All right, there you go. Welcome. I have to say, each year when I come here, you have the best city council, bar none, in LA County. You've got people that truly do represent each and every one of you, and it is an honor for me to be here to celebrate Route 66, and Lois, where are you? Right here. You are someone who I've known my whole county career for 30 years, and you truly do a remarkable job each year on this parade, so I want everyone to give her a round of applause. And now a special time to honor individuals who truly have made a difference in the 5th District. We're going to start with Steve Hernandez. Steve Hernandez is Duarte's 2019 Los Angeles County Older American Citizen and has been an avid volunteer for 30 years. He received an award from Duarte and from Los Angeles 5th District Supervisor Catherine Barker, that would be me. He is currently a member of the Duarte Rotary Club, serves in Friends of Duarte Library and Duarte Senior Center. Steve, a former Duarte Education Foundation board member, is an air quality scientist. He retired from Parsons in 2012, and since then, he has upped his community involvement, especially at the Senior Center. Steve rarely misses a city council or school board meeting or any other community event. Duarte salutes him as a hometown hero. We thank his wife, Anita. Where are you? Is she hiding? We thank you for letting him spend a lot of time attending city council and school board meetings and serving on other committees. Let's give him a big round of applause. And now I want to recognize Betty Fisher Thomas. There we are. Betty is a semi-retired nurse, an active member of the CERT and Monrovia Duarte Black Alumni Association. She resided in Monrovia since birth. She comes from a historical family of volunteers who are renowned for service to their community and to their country. Betty was a Girl Scout and a member of the Monrovia Youth NAACP before she graduated from Monrovia Duarte High in 1960. She graduated from Pasadena Community College 2 years later. She currently works part-time as a nursing programs instructor at El Monte Rosemead Adult School. She is an active member of the Monrovia Changemakers and for the Set for Life program at her church, the Second Baptist, where she's been an active member since childhood. Betty also was recently appointed to the Monrovia Library Board of Directors. Before being selected as one of my 5th District recipients, she was named. And last but not least, Tommy Minamoto. He is a recipient of Alhambra's 2019 Older Citizens Award. And he was honored with Stephen Betty as my appointee of the Older American of the Year by LA County. Mr. Minamoto champions the cause of seniors. He was born in Japan, has lived in Alhambra since 1956, so you're my neighbor, and has been a proud U.S. citizen for decades. Let's give that a big round of applause. Oh, I'm not done. Tommy still drives, and he is still his 93-year-old wife's primary caretaker. In November, they will celebrate 51 years of marriage. Tommy is quoted as saying that he specializes in oldies but goodies. Yeah. Tommy, I hope you were referring to your car and not your wife. That was in the script. I would never. Never. Congratulations on being honored as a hometown hero. Thank you. Thank you.
right, let's give another hand for Steve, Tommy, and Betty. Before we get to our next presentation, and we are getting close to done here, folks, I just want to thank again Lydia Carswell for putting together the gift packages for our hometown heroes. She made up these nice little cup holders. I've got a couple on my desk at work. So, and t-shirts and the Old Spaghetti Factory $30 gift certificate. Let's give them a hand. Thank you. And Tina is telling me that there's lots of food, so if you want to go back for seconds, thirds, fourths, fifths, sixths, or take a container home, please make sure that you do that. Okay, now it's my pleasure to bring to the podium the Mayor Pro Tem, Mr. Sam Kang. And can we get Paul Watson Gardner, Susan Watson Burris, and Donald Watson to the stage? Thank you.
Wait, I see Beyonce here.
Damn, girl! What's up?
Okay, good morning. How are you guys doing? Are you guys ready? It's gonna be a great parade, I think. Oh, we're not gonna be rain on. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk about Donald Watson. And in 1968, Donald R. Watson was elected to the Duarte City Council, making him the first African-American council member in the city of Duarte, and in the San Gabriel Valley. Wow, that's pretty cool. In 1971, Donald R. Watson became the first African-American mayor in our city and in the San Gabriel Valley. He is remembered for his ability to bring people together in a spirit of cooperation and the ability to bond with the community. His insight and vision gave us many of the things that we so enjoy today. I regret that he's not able to go and join us today, but his beautiful, stunning daughter, Beyonce, is here with us. Also, I just want to say, I want to add this too. Brendolyn Anderson, you are the granddaughter, right? Awesome. So thank you for coming here. This is super awesome. And the other person I want to go ahead and recognize is Bernice Watson, the co-author of One Night with Mr. Duarte. That's for tonight. Sorry, that's the wrong script. I mean, On the Duarte is the first comprehensive book written about how Duarte was starting. Mrs. Watson captured the critical years of Duarte all the way up to 1957, the year Duarte was incorporated. Okay, we're relatively new. The book also details about the rise and fall of the citrus industry and the real estate boom. Furthermore, it gave fine details about how the city became to be and the people who contributed to the Duarte's amazing history. I wish I have known Bernice Watson personally, but I am definitely okay because I know Paula and of course your family. You guys are super awesome. Now, if I don't say the next paragraph, I think I'll be killed. So, in case you didn't get the memo, well, according to what Lois told me is, recently the City Council actually approved Paula's request to name the bike trail, our famous bike trail, to honor the Don and Bernice Watson, because we believe they will always be our hometown heroes.
We have Carl Ubig come to the stage, please.
Okay, next up, Carl. Sherry was truly a hero in many ways, always referred as to the Duarte's sunshine. Sherry brought love and happiness to all she meets and always tries to understand and help anyone in need. That's super awesome. That's so cool. For many years, Sherry was an active member of the Duarte Women's Club and served as the vice president of the Historical Society and Museum. Sherry was the heart of the Duarte Women's Club, and she was active on the board from 1996. That's when I was born. Just kidding. Until her passing. Several years ago, the Duarte Women's Club actually named her Women of the Year. That's super awesome. And today, her husband of 40 years, Carl, is representing Sherry in Duarte's Route 66 parade. We are very honored to name Sherry Ulick as a hometown hero because, Carl, thank you very much for you and your family's contributions for all these years. Thank you. Wow, I feel like I'm in the 1800s. Well, Mr. Baker, you are very marvelous. Okay, let me go ahead and talk a little bit more about Mr. Baker. Mr. Steve Baker is the unofficial historian of Duarte and Monrovia. He guides the Duarte Historical Society and Museum and serves as its treasurer for many years. I feel like somehow I'm like playing Monopoly right now. I'm just saying. He recently received the Award of Merit from the Conference of California Historical Societies. Mr. Baker spent his countless hours volunteering in both Monrovia and Duarte, sharing his vast knowledge of local history. Steve is a founding member and the treasurer of Monrovia's Change Makers, an organization who honors those who have worked to stop bigotry, prejudice, and segregation. Furthermore, Steve finds time to serve as the president of the Foothill Family YMCA and the Citrus College Foundation. Steve, where do you sleep? Mr. Baker is currently the elected Monrovia City Treasurer. Wow, so you really never sleep, I guess. And he is an excellent vocalist, and he mentored a student who competed for the Pasadena Duarte NAACP AXO program. Wow, that's super awesome. Mr. Baker, would you like to share a song with us? I kind of like Justin Bieber right now.
Lois says no.
Well, you know what? Slaughter, because I'm really not going off the script either, so she's gonna kill me later. Anyway, so Steve is definitely our kind of hometown hero. His excellence extends way far beyond Monrovia city limits, and welcome to Duarte city limits. Thank you.
All right, one more round of applause for Steve Baker. Thanks to Mayor Pro Tem Sankang for going on and on and on and on. Love you, Sam. All right, I have the distinct honor of honoring our next hometown hero, which is Miss Genevieve Spinell. Genevieve, you want to come up here? Genevieve and her family are longtime residents and business owners within Duarte. Along with helping her family run Duarte Tile and Stone, she has been an active volunteer throughout the Duarte Unified School District and the Duarte community at large. For the past 10 years, Genevieve has held leadership positions on numerous committees across Duarte Unified Schools and was recently appointed to the board of the California School of the Arts San Gabriel Valley So she is a board trustee and also my boss. How you doing? How am I doing, boss? Yeah, am I gonna keep my job? I can keep my job, thank you, all right. I'm gonna go off script here too, and just say that Genevieve was the first parent that I met when I came to the city of Duarte to start our wonderful school. She was in my office, well, it wasn't really office, in the little cubby that I had up here before the school got started on the very first day that I was in the city of Duarte. So she was the first community member that I met. And that just is reflective of her service to this community. So she was also honored this year as Duarte Chamber of Commerce Outstanding Civic Service Award for her work through Duarte. Her goal is to make Duarte the best place on earth to live, work, and send your children to school. She loves Duarte and intends to live here forever. Genevieve is not only our hero, but her husband Mirko and her sons, Jordan and Nico, students of our school. Hey Jordan, how you doing? Hey, where's your brother? Where's Nico? Oh yeah, hey Nico. They are heroes as well. So let's get the entire smell on them. Let's give Genevieve another hand. Moving right along, Deputy Rob McLean. There he is. Why don't you come up here, Rob? I am incredibly proud to present this man as a hometown hero for the city of Duarte. I cannot tell you how much Rob does for this community. Deputy McLean has worked for Duarte for over 18 years as a Duarte Area Resource Team Advisor. He chaperones, he serves as a role model, he mentors DART youth. He often uses his personal time to take excursions with students to UC campuses, other universities, museums, theme parks, for life-changing experiences that would not be possible without his involvement. He's taken over 200 students to the movies, to the beach, kayaking over the summer. He especially enjoys leading hiking trips and exposing youth to nature, planting trees, doing hard labor as community service activities such as packing holiday baskets. Rob leads by example, showing youth how to take responsibility for their actions. Again, I'm going to go off script and just say that Rob is also a guy, if you call him, he is there immediately, no matter what time or when you need him. In addition to all that, Deputy McLean is a member of the Duarte Rotary Club. He teaches Introduction to Law Enforcement, an ROP class at Duarte High School. And he conducts traffic control in elementary schools. He maintains safe student pickup and drop-off. He interacts with students. He's on every Duarte campus all the time. All the students know him. All the students love him. I can testify to that. When he comes on campus, everybody's happy to see him. His community policing, youth prevention, and intervention expertise shows in his everyday interactions with youth around the city. Deputy McLean, you're an inspiration and a mentor to our youth and to our colleagues and your colleagues. Thank you for being a Duarte hometown hero. My partner Lois Gaston back to the podium. Thank you.
I am here to introduce Frank Valenzuela. Frank, would you come to join me at the podium? Frank's a 2008 Duarte High School graduate. He participated in football, basketball, all the sports, and was on the prom court. He was a really hot thing when he was in high school. Frank was educated in our public schools here at Duarte from 6th grade on. And Andrews Duarte Northview Middle School, that's historic because it no longer exists. And he also got his college degrees from Citrus College. And then he went on to Cal State LA. And got his degree there in BS in Rehabilitation Services. He's been employed for various City of Duarte departments for 10 years. and is currently a recreation specialist. He volunteered 2,000 hours with Duarte and was that organization's president and treasurer. He's always been involved. Former Assembly Member Anthony Portantino in the Los Angeles County 5th District, at that time, Michael Antonovich was the supervisor. They recognized Frank for a foster child who overcame. Let's give him an applause. For the last 9 years, Frank has been a Pasadena Duarte AXO mentor. He's a photography mentor, and he's been lead chaperone for the program. He has helped 3 students become AXO gold medalists, and he helped one achieve the national championship. Frank is also a mentor for Sunburst Youth Academy in Los Alamitos, California, where he helps teenagers, 16 to 18-year-olds, reclaim their lives. Let's hear it for Frank. I get to give all my guys their props. Louis, please join me. Louis is a native of the Duarte. He also attended our public schools, and he and his legendary family are known for community service. Quoting him, he says, "This is something my mother embedded in me growing up. I have a couple of kids that are grown now they're not his kids. These are kids who also grew up that he mentored when they were small, who call him on Father's Day. They never forget the things that he did for them outside of his job coaching, okay? It's so rewarding when they reach out to me after 30 years. So he's been at this a long time. He's older than he looks. He's helped train numerous youth to box and play baseball. At 14 years of age, Coach, changing my script. Okay. At 14 years of age, Louis became the 4th member of his family to win a Junior Golden Glove title. His father, 3 of his brothers, Victor, Tony, and Bobby, were also Golden Gloves champions. For years, Louis coached Duarte youth baseball, the 7-year-olds through the teens. The reason that I'm a volunteer in Duarte today is because of Louis' mom. She recruited me. He is now and has been a Duarte Boxing Club coach for 13 years. That life-changing program is located at our teen center. Stop by after 3 o'clock on any day, Monday through Friday. Louis, we congratulate you for being a hometown hero. To the announcers, we'll get it right on the parade route. Okay. Daryl George, join me here, please. Since 2004, Daryl has brought Duarte many successful community projects, development projects. To name a few, Best Buy, Sonics, The Habit, the new Starbucks, and the traffic signal at Pops Road and Huntington Drive. We seniors appreciate that traffic signal and our gold line station. All this came under his, while he was our city manager. But under his leadership, our relationships with the Duarte schools and businesses, like the City of Hope and others, have improved tremendously. He selected people with caring hearts to create the best programs for our youth and our seniors. Duarte has received local, county, national, and international recognition. We had beautiful parks and useful buildings like the Teen Center before Daryl was hired, but on his watch, our unique programs, especially those for our youth and our seniors, are tops. His recommendation to our city council members and partnerships with businesses resulted in improved services for our residents. We're about to break ground, hopefully, on a new hotel in this city that we really need. We really need no reminder that on July 3rd, our citizens sent a signal that things were good because thousands safely watched the spectacular fireworks show right here in Duarte, our kind of town. Daryl, thank you for the work you have done in and for the city over the last 16 years and for being one of our hometown heroes, mine especially. Thank you.
Thank you, Daryl. Before Lois goes, I just want to recognize one other special guest that we have here that I'm realizing we didn't recognize earlier in the morning. Cheryl Effman, who heads up our Duarte Chamber of Commerce, is in the audience today. How are you doing, Cheryl? Good morning.
We're really pressed for time, but Courtney, a lot of folks here don't know you, but this is Daryl's wife, Courtney George. Courtney, take your hand. I'd like the volleyball team, Mr. Harrow and Dr. Amerson, would you come forward, our community marshal. Our community marshal. Our Falcon volleyball program has had regular presence in the CIF playoffs for years. The team made individual Falcon players and coaches. They've all been recognized as a team and as individuals in the Montview League, and they've gotten all CIF honors. Coach Sanabe couldn't be here today, and there's a lot here that I need to tell you about her, but you're going to hear about that on the parade route. But for the last 7 years, these Falcons have won 70% of their games, 4 Montview League titles, including their second consecutive undefeated champion last season. In addition to being the CIF Division's 4A Coach of the Year in 2014, Coach Tsunami, their coach at that time, was named Coach of the Year 3 times in 2013, 2014, 2017. It's good to be good, but when you're going to be good over a long period of time, that's really something. We applaud the entire program, but our community marshals are the girls volleyball back-to-back mountain champions, 2013, 2014, and the undefeated teams in 2017 and 2018. We applaud them, their head coach, Irene Sanabi at the time, and their assistant coaches. Some of the players are here today. Girls, I hope I get your names. As I call your names, step forward. Rosemary Archila, yes, step forward. Sarah Bernard. Hannah Lagosa. And Kayla Wilson. Did I just say that? Jackie Hasty, my daughter, made you specialized gifts. Take them there so that you hold them in front of you, and all of you have been honored in a special way. Thank you very much for being our community marshals for this year. You are champions, definitely champions. We'll get your pictures in the back. Thank you so much. This is Louis Harrow, who's the principal of Duarte High School. Louis, we have a plaque, we have something there for you, and you'll take Coach Sanabe's with you as well. We are proud of your team, we're proud of our school. Dr. Emerson, grab our Irene stuff, she's got a lot of stuff there. Yeah, that's great, thank you so much. Get the pictures, you guys. All right. I'm going to move you to the right because we got to get you guys in your cars. Please, this is being filmed, folks. So, hey, don't go, don't go away. Stand right there. Get on there. This is your moment before the camera. You represent, that camera. All right. Thank you so very, very much. There are 44 of them that were in this participation, and these folks came. Woo-hoo!
All right, let's give Duarte volleyball team, Duarte High School Principal Harlow, and Dr. Anderson another hand. Good news, very much. We're almost done here. We are going to get this parade going on time. How's that? All right. Few more bits of business, and very importantly, it is my distinct pleasure to recognize our Grand Marshal for the Duarte Route 66 Hometown Hero Parade this year, John Michael Higgins. If you can come up and Mr. Higgins has, my gosh, what hasn't he done? He's been a star of stage, screen, and television. He starred in A Mighty Wind, which if you haven't seen is an amazing mockumentary. The star of all 3 of the Pitch Perfect movies. 3 or 4 or 9? You lost count yourself. He's been a game show TV host. He's been all over television. And most importantly, he's also a California School of the Arts San Gabriel Valley parent and has volunteered a tremendous amount of his time to teach acting classes to our students. And I just have to say, I'm going off script here, but this man is an amazing teacher. Every time he comes onto our campus, I take the time away from what I have to do to go watch him teach because, my gosh, is he inspiring. So ladies and gentlemen, your Grand Marshal, I'm going to have him come and say a few words, John Michael Higgins.
Thank you so much. Very honored indeed that Bill asked me to do this. I wondered at first, he said, I wondered if you were actually qualified to be our Grand Marshal. And I said, Bill, cut my hair. First of all, I do have a duty to perform. The guy driving my car is Bernard Mayfield. Where is he? There he is. This right? There, come on in. Yep. What kind of car is it? It's a Rolls Royce. This is. I could have brought my own. I know it's right. He won't let me drive, Bernard. He won't let me drive it. I've already asked. Thank you for that and for your service in the parade. You're very welcome. Thank you. I am actually qualified to be your Grand Marshal. I actually told my family there to refer to me as the Grand Marshal from now on. They have denied their duties. They will not perform their duties. They had some great things that rhymed with Grand Marshal, which I cannot repeat. Anyway, because my kids are in the Duarte public school system, and as I believe Jenny was saying, one of her goals was to make the best, that this community would be, among other things, one of the very best places to send a child to school. In my experience, I've been for 3 years now. She has totally achieved her goal. This is a great community to send anyone to school or to send anyone to do anything. It's a remarkable community. For number one, it's an extraordinary diversity. I mean, look around this room, and it's founded on its diversity. It's the Indians who were here before, there's Rocktown, and then there's the farm workers. It is a constant churning of different types of people in a small space. And it is a... And I know that this community is strangely famous for not ever having a downtown, per se. But the thing about this community is that a downtown does not make a community. The people of a community make a community. And yeah, and this community is so strong. I feel that at one point, you know, this is called the Route 66 Parade, which is doesn't even exist anymore. And then they plunked a giant freeway literally in the middle of this community. And it's as strong now as it was when it was founded and incorporated in 1957. It's still going, and it's because of these people and these hometown heroes that we're honoring today. I don't consider myself your Grand Marshal, I'm your Grand Beneficiary. I am not a person who made this community. I benefit from the work of the people that we are honoring today, and for everyone else who's sitting in this room. It is a huge honor to be here, and I hope to be back in future parades as well. Maybe not as Grand Marshal, but certainly as a participant, and as I hope I feel a community member myself. So thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Michael Hagan, again, another round of applause.
Bill made the classic small town error, I think, Bill and Lois, that you cannot mention anything out loud in a small community. You will immediately be put in charge of it. So
That's me. Oh, I'm sorry, Sam Gang, where are you? Oh, he's over there chowing down. Well, we need for Mayor Pro Tem to give John Michael Hagan the key to the city.
Margaret. Hurry up, Tony.
Move over, guys, so that you can get into the camera and step it up.
On behalf of the city and also my council members, we would like to go ahead and give you the key to the city. Actually, it won't open any doors. Perhaps maybe to Margaret's house. Just kidding. But anyways, congratulations. You're super awesome, and we're so glad to have you to be our Grand Marshal. And please come back anytime soon, and hopefully we can make some movies here in Duarte!
All right, let's give another hand for the Duarte City Council and John Michael Hagan. Okay, we're getting a text. We just got a text. The flyover is a go. So at 10 o'clock, we're going to make that happen. And we're just about out of here. We just got a couple things to do, and we're going to be on time with this parade, which is great. I'd like to bring to the podium Tina Carey for some closing remarks. Tina.
So I just want to thank everybody for coming, okay? On behalf of the Duarte Community Coordinating Council, I'd like to thank the Route 66 Parade Company co-chairs, William Wallace and Lois Jackson. Okay? And now I pass it back to them.
All right, a few more thank yous, and we're going to get you out of here. We'd like to thank the city of Duarte for the use of the senior center and for closing the streets for the parade. Please, let's give a round of applause for all of the parade volunteers. There are lots of them. They're all in yellow shirts today. Students from California School of the Arts, San Gabriel Valley, Duarte High School, and Azusa Pacific University for volunteering. California School of the Arts, San Gabriel Valley, and Duarte High School teachers who are out volunteering in strategic locations. Best Buy employee, Duarte Women's Club, who decorated the senior center and served and will do cleanup. Let's give them a hand. Tina Caring, the Duarte Unified School District Board member, Reina Diaz, and the Kiwanis for the VIP breakfast. Let's give them a hand. And all the people and organizations listed on your placemats who have given in-kind donations. To my co-chair, Lois Gaston, for helping me learn the ropes at my first parade in Duarte. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to bring our breakfast to a conclusion. I'm sorry, Lois, I should probably let you have some closing words too. Here I am hogging the microphone, just like Sam Kang. That's okay.
You know, Tina Carey, thank you so much. Where's Tina? Not only is she helping us, she's also babysitting with Sam's kids. Reina Diaz, our school board member who has made the breakfast for us.
You're telling me that we have so much you need to take food for your family. There's so much leftover food.
Yeah, we've got takeout containers, so don't forget to get that. And in addition to that, all the persons that are listed there on the in-kind donations, we really couldn't have done this without you. William, I've lost my place here. I think I'm using your part. That's okay. William, it's been great working with you. Boy, I love your style, how you have all this techie stuff that you can throw things up on the screen. Bernie Mayfield, thank you for coming. Spectrumly Incorporated, bringing your nice card. And guess what? When you're driving down the street, don't bump into the McLaurin that we have. We have a $2,600 car that's being in our parade, as well as, where's Juanita Tillman? Juanita's got a Bentley that she's putting in it. And new BMWs and new Jeeps. We're going first class because you guys deserve it. You guys deserve it. TK Carter, thank you, and Karen Herrera, Manoj Patel, Dr. Gordon Amerson, Miriam Fox, all of you, and Alan Heller. You're all our announcers. Your job's about to start. Thank you very much. Also want to give a big shout out to DCTV and KGM. We're having everything filmed today. We've never done that at the breakfast before. Their partnership together made that possible. It's a piece of cake to do this parade with the help of Los Angeles Sheriff's Department and DART and CERT, City of Duarte. Daryl, George, thank you for helping us make all these plans. Your city staff's been wonderful. Jeremy, thank you for this PowerPoint presentation. All of you, I ask you to have a prayer for our mayor, Zyla Kara's-Garachi, her heart's broken because she couldn't be here today. As you're leaving, please see Ann Wilkins and Jackie Hasty. If you don't remember what your car number is, your cars are waiting for you at Cotter and Huntington Drive. If you can walk there, fine. If you need a ride, we have a van out front, and we also have a cart that will take you over. There's going to be a van at Fresh and Easy to get you back here to the senior center, or your driver will drive you back when he or she comes. If you need to get picked up in any way, just call my number. You all know how to reach me. Thank you very much.